Full Printful print-on-demand review. In this video, we're going to be talking about Printful and how you can use this incredible software to help you do proper print-on-demand e-commerce. And we are going to be talking about all of its features that are going to help us order for yourself and help our e-commerce store grow in a vast regimen. Okay, so to start things off, what you're going to do is you're going to come over to printful.com. Now, the best part about Printful is that it's totally free and it's, print on demand products that it gives you are up for testing. Okay, so you can first of all invite a test product and then you can choose to do business with Printful. So to start things off, what you're going to do, come to printful.com, and over here, what you're going to do is you're going to sign up. Now, the sign up process is pretty simple as well because it's totally free, it's easy to use and easy to get started. So we're going to click on sign up. Now, once we click on sign up, it brings us to the registration section where it says free access to all Printful tools, Google, Apple, Facebook, or sign in with your email. You can go with any of those. I'm going to go ahead with sign up with my email. So you're going to add your name. I'm going to add the email address you're going to want to go with, and then you're going to add the password. Now, once you've done all of that, you're going to agree to their terms and then you're going to click on sign up. Now, when it comes to Printful, the best part about its e-commerce journey is that you can connect it to other e-commerce stores as well, like Shopify, Wix, WooCommerce, etc. So here it brings us to the onboarding where it says, tell us about yourself so we can tailor your experience with us. What is your main goal in using Printful? So selling online or ordering for myself, I'm going to go with sell online. And it says, what describes you or your business the best? Are you an e-commerce agency, artist, established business? I'm going to go with individual entrepreneur. Total revenue of my business, I'm going to go with 10 to 50,000. What kind of products are you interested in selling? So there's clothing, kids and youth, hats, accessories, homes and living goods. I'm going to go with clothing. And once you do that, from here, it takes us to our default Printful dashboard. That is how simple it is. Now, one last thing you're going to want to do is confirm your email address because that is a very important bit as well. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm my email. And once we are done with that, we're going to get straight into the dashboard workings. Okay. Now, once we have confirmed our email to start things off, we're going to come to the dashboard. And over here, it gives us a few steps to start things off, like designing your product, connecting your store, uploading your product to your store, and setting up your billing. Now, we're going to go through all of that, but before that, let me describe Printful for you. So, this is your basic My Printful space where it gives you your basic analytics. Then you come over to the product catalog where you're going to create your products, which we're going to get into shortly. Okay, you can browse new different types of products over here, different types of clothing, different types of items like accessory, home, living, hats, etc. Then you can move on to the order section where you're going to get all your orders that you get for your Printful products. And you have different things like product templates that they give you. Okay, these are stock templates that Printful itself designed. Okay, and you can create different collections for yourself, add your very own design, and edit a template that you can use in future products because, you could have a product that would scour a lot in the e-commerce store journey. And you might want to create a collection of that product so you can, recurringly use the template on different products as well. And we have things like file library, where you're going to get all of the images that you upload. You have stores where you're going to connect your online stores, and then so on. We go with memberships. Now, memberships is the section where you can see the pricings for different types of things on Printful. Now, I'm going to get into this later on in the video. You can also move over to branding, where you can brand your very own products as well. There's other things like order tracking and page customization, packing slip customization, and different interests that you can mess around with. And this is a good feature because this allows you to brand your actual product. Basically gonna let the people know that, okay, this is my product and I have done everything. And there's also branding presets that you can start off with if you find branding a bit difficult. And we have things like billing. How are you going to, add a payment method and how you're going to get paid, how you're going to bill the people at Printful, etc. Then we have the statistics section where you're going to get an analytical sense of what your account is doing and how your account works. And then finally, we have things like warehouse where you're going to set the warehouse where you're going to want to order your clothes and a whole lot more. So it goes on. Okay, so to start things off, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the store section. Now, in the store section, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a platform for myself. so that I can create products and send to that store. So you can either manually add the API code of Printful into your store, into the HTML CSS liquid section, so that you can integrate through code, or you can just simply choose it through the basic key steps. So once you come here, it says connect to an e-commerce platform, right? So we have Shopify, Etsy, WooCommerce, Wix, Webflow, Walmart, Square Online, Squarespace, and it goes on. Okay. Now, which one do we want to use? Now, the most popular one that people use for Printful is Shopify. And I would definitely recommend users to use this as well because Shopify works really well with basic, e-commerce drop shipping and basic e-commerce, product importing. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up my Shopify store. And once we open up our Shopify store, I'm also going to show you on how you're going to be able to import your products in the easiest way. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And once I'm logged in, let me show you how it works. Now, like this, your Shopify store will open up for you. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to come here where it says Shopify. And once we click on connect over here, it brings us here and it gives us the steps to connect. So it says you're going to install the Printful app on Shopify. And for that, what you're going to do is you're going to come over to add apps. And once you come to add apps, here you can see you're going to have Printful right in front of you. But let's say if it's not there for you, what you can simply do is you're going to come over to the Shopify App Store section in the bottom right that it gives you. And once it loads the Shopify store up, what you're going to do is you're going to search up Printful. Okay, so you're simply going to go ahead and write Printful over here, search it up, and it should give you Printful print on demand. Okay, and the best part on doing it on Shopify is that it also gives you a free plan on Shopify because there's a lot of platforms on Shopify that are generally free, but to get them on Shopify, you're going to want to have either a paid plan or you're going to want to pay them to get that application. Okay, so that's why I like Printful in that case. So once you find in Printful, you're going to click on install. Okay, and as we click on install, it's going to take us to the granted request. So here's going to be your Printful. You're going to click on it, click on install. Once you do that, you're going to click on install again. And once you click on install again, the reason I had you open these both side by side is that when it redirects you to the account connection, it's going to redirect you directly to this page. And obviously, it's going to know that, okay, this user has a Printful account. So it's automatically going to connect your Shopify to your Printful without any hassle. Okay. So once we do that, we're simply going to wait for the Shopify space to fully integrate with our Printful and load up. And once it's done loading up, we should be pretty much, good to go from there. So here we can also see where it says install Printful app. And after the Printful app is done integrating and installing, you're going to connect your store. And once you've done that, you're pretty much set to go. From there on out, you can just upload your products straight from your Printful to your Shopify directly. So as the connection process goes on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you're going to actually create products for yourself and bring them onto your Shopify. Okay, so to start things off, what we're going to do is we're going to come over to the print catalog or the product catalog. All right. And the best part about Printful is that you can also create your very own store on Printful. Okay. So right now I'm giving you the idea of how you're going to connect it to your Shopify store, but you also have your Printful store to e-commerce. So, the orders you get can be displaced on your Printful section as well. But I'm going to come over here where it says connect Printful to Shopify. So I'm going to click on continue with the account that I'm already signed in with. I'm going to click on connect to store. And once we click on connect to store, as you can see, it brings us to the dashboard sync section. And now our Shopify is successfully connected to our Printful. Okay. And to verify that, what you can do is you just come up to stores. And once you come up to stores here, it doesn't give you anything else. It just says add your first product to your store. Okay. So this tells us that, okay, the process was successful. So now you can finally go to product catalog. And once you're in product catalog here, you can see different products to design and edit. Okay. So let's say I'm going to start off, basic. Okay. Let's go ahead with a oversized faded shirt. And once you go over to that, it's going to give you different variants and different details of these shirts. So you see the product images and all. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to first of all choose the techniques. Do you want it to be embroidery or do you want it to be printing? Okay. I'm going to go with printing right now. You're going to choose your color. Let's say I'm going to go with a faded eucalyptus. Okay. That's a good color. You're going to choose the size you want it in. So let's go with large. Okay. It gives you the price for the settings you choose, and it also gives you the estimated delivery time to your country. So once you've done that, you're also going to make sure to check the description, how many prints it has, if it's an oversized shirt, what's the fabric thickness. So it's quite heavyweight. The softness scale is, it's a bit rough, durable, it's pretty long lasting that it lets us know. And it also gives us different mockups for the same style. So once we have gone through the descriptions and we're good with the product that we are choosing, we're going to click on create product template. And once you click on create product template, it loads you in to the actual product template section where it starts designing your product. Okay. Now over here, we have quite a few things to edit. So we have front, back, outside, inside, left sleeve, right sleeve. All right. So let's say we're in the front, and in the front, we can start creating layers. Okay. So once we start designing, that creates your layers. So to create a layer, what you're going to do is you're going to upload any variant onto this. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, click on upload new file. And once you click on upload new file, you can also see that it needs to be at least 150 dpi with 1500 to 3000 pixels. Okay. And I'm also going to show you how you're going to create designs of that dimension. So let's say I'm going to choose some custom random design that I chose off myself. So let's go ahead down here, and let's say I like this design, right? So I'm going to pick it off. And once we pick it off, we're simply going to wait for it to load in because I want to add that design personally onto what I want to be printed. So once it starts loading in, as you can see, it's on its 100% now, and we have this file. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on upload this file. You're going to select this, and you're going to click on move to. You can change its file library, but yeah, generally all these things do get saved in your file library if you want to. So once this is uploaded in your file library, simply click on upload. And once you click on upload, you're going to choose the design you want. You're going to click on apply. So it also gives you its units over here. So it says that, it has pretty decent units, 130 DPI, etc. So let's say I'm going to go ahead and put it in like this. Now, obviously we can see that the design isn't merged in well. So what you can do is you can edit it with different patterns, different positions, and you can also remove the background for it if you want to, okay? And removing background is a pretty simple yet a pretty nice tool that you have. So if you want to remove the background for the layer that you've chosen, you're simply going to click on this. And as you can see, it says the background is now removed. Now, obviously that was a design just to show you how you're going to upload files, but let me go ahead and add the actual good DPI design that I created. And what we're going to do is we're going to add that design simply into this section. I'm going to upload it up. And obviously the dimensions for this design is much better than the previous design. So I'm going to go ahead and add it. And you can see the quality is pretty decent. And, it looks much better. So now what you're going to do is you're going to click on it. I'm going to go ahead and click on remove background. And once we do that, you're going to see that it's going to remove all the blacks off of it. And look at that. So that's how it looks. Now, once you have done this, what you can also do is you can change the product color if you want to. So let's say I want it to be a darker color, so my design is portrayed more, and as you can see, it looks much better right there. Okay, now what you can do is you can create different layers for yourself. Okay, so let's say I'm going to go on back now, and once we go on back, we're going to choose a new design. Okay, I'm going to click on upload new file, and once we click on upload new file, you can choose something totally different, and you can choose something that's totally out of the blue for the recurring design that we've created for ourselves. So let's say I'm going to go with this symbol over here. And once we go with this symbol, I'm going to go ahead and click on apply. Again, it's going to set the DPI for itself, pretty decent DPI. And again, you're going to remove the background because it is cutting off the edges. And look at that. It looks pretty nice. It's pretty cool. And I like the general look of it. So, this is your back and this is your front. Okay. So once we have this, you can also choose an outside label if you want to, but the outside label cannot be added if you add a back image. Then you can add your inside labels if you want to. They obviously give you custom branding, okay, that you can add personally for yourself. So let's say I want to go ahead with this branding over here, okay? Now, once you go ahead with this branding, it's going to add itself automatically where it gives you the custom vectors that you can design for yourself as well. But I think this should do well. But then we have the left sleeve and the right sleeve. Now, on the left and right sleeve, you're going to want to upload products that personally you think will, match pretty well with the actual design. So let's say I'm going to add this custom Nike logo just for an example. Okay. And once we have this, properly uploaded, what you can do is you're going to come over to it. And once you come over to it, you're going to apply it. But some products might go ahead and give you a violatable acceptable use. Okay. Now, the reason for that is because the Nike logo obviously is a very well known logo, and obviously the people at Printful wouldn't want you to copy other logos. So, keeping all of that in mind, you're going to want to upload the separate PNGs that you want to. So let's say I'm going to upload this one now. Once we've uploaded this one, what we're going to do from here is you're going to transform it. I'm going to go ahead and flip it horizontally. There we go. That is much better. And once we do that, we're going to expand its size. And once you've done that, you're going to position it accordingly. So once we do that, that looks pretty decent. Okay, it's right in the bang center. And then you can add something on the right sleeve as well if you want to. Now, one more thing is it also shows you the adjusted mockups on the right hand side. So if you want to go ahead and see the adjusted mockups accordingly, you can do that as well. So once you're done with all of this, you can actually see the mockups on the right hand side that it gives you according to your product. And you can also add these and edit them separately. But apart from all of that, you can also go ahead. Let's say I'm going to come to the front section. You can add your own custom text if you want to. So let's say I want to add some type of custom text right under it. Okay. I'm going to come here. We have this text. I'm going to double click it. Okay. And what you're going to do after double clicking it is you're going to change its, integration. So I'm going to remove this part of it. And then we have this part, right? So to actually edit this part, what you're going to do is you're going to write eternity. And once you write what you need to write, you're obviously going to choose its proper font. You're going to also choose the text size because the text size matters a lot. So I'm going to go ahead, make it smaller. Okay. Once you've made it smaller, you can adjust its, dimensions. So this is obviously just an example. You don't need to follow this per se. All right. Then we're going to go with the font. So let's say I'm going to go with a fancy font accordingly. So I'm going to add this font over it. Simply going to wait for it to load up properly for me. And obviously once it loads up, the font will appear for you properly right in front of your inside label. Once you've done that, you can also arc your font if you want to. So you can create an arc as so, just like that. I'm going to increase its size, bring it down here. So there we go. We now have an arced design like that. And once that is done, what you can also do is you can add custom elementary clip art. Okay. And these are clip arts that you can add from Printful's very own templates if you want to. So again, these are pretty fun things to do. And, Printful's very own editor gives you a lot of the things, just for free, which is pretty cool because it's a free platform that gives you free elements to add. So just go ahead and drag it onto your design if you want to, and accordingly you can edit it. But I don't see the need of any elements on my design currently, so I'm going to remove it out. And once you do that, you also have quick designs. Now, quick designs are basically these little, you could say collages or different, layers of designs that they've created themselves. So if you want to go with these as well, you could do that. And then there's the premium section for graphics. Now, this is paid, okay? You're going to have to pay the people at Printful for these designs. Without the payment, they will not give it to you. But this is also a very good thing to have. And then finally, there's fill colors. So if you want to fill your design with something, you can do that as well. I'm going to keep it backgroundless for now. And then once you're done with that, you can see all the layers of designs you've added as well in the front. Then we have the back, and it keeps going on. So once you're done with all of that, you're also going to want to make sure to set the sizings for your design, okay? All of them need to be in good quality or they will not export your design. So make sure all the designs that you have in your design are in good quality. So make sure the vectors are good. Over here, everything is good. The DPI for this is slightly more than it wants, so I'm going to keep the DPI good. And once the DPIs are, good to go, I'm simply going to add an image in my inside label. So I'm going to add this one. Okay. And once we add this one, I'm going to go ahead and remove the background for it. And there we go. So now I have an inside label. Then once you've done that, you're also going to add a color design. Okay, you're going to add a basic design to each group on the inside label. So it actually shows you what you're going to want to do. It says designs for each color group have to be added separately, where you're going to add your design to other colors quickly and then copy the designs to option. Okay, so just make sure to go ahead and copy the necessary things. Okay, so once you have this, we're going to come here. Once you come here, you're going to add all the necessary designs that are needed in these sections as well. Okay, choose the proper designing. You're also going to want to make sure the adjusted mockups, and as you can see, you can find the adjusted mockups up here. Okay, so just make sure the dimensions are good enough. Make sure the dimensions match well with your actual design. And if there's an error anywhere, what you can do is you can simply click on this and get this out. So the main error that we have right now is the color section. You know, designs for each color group have to be added separately accordingly. All right. So, you know, any color group that you have or any design that you have, you're going to quickly copy and paste its color scheme. So accordingly, we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay. And you're going to want to make sure the transformation for all of these is good enough as well. Okay. We have this text over here. You can also lock different variants so it doesn't move around a lot. And again, once we are over here, I'm simply going to go ahead and add the designs into inside label. And once we have added the actual current designs, what you're going to do is I'm going to bring it back here, and individually I'm going to go ahead and make it follow the color scheme. And once we've added a color scheme into the each group of our design, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. We're going to see all the design layers. I'm going to open up the label per se, and we can see it only touched a few design layers. So I'm going to go ahead to the design layers, just copy the color onto these. Okay. We're going to make sure none of it is white. You know, we want all the clip art to be the same. And once the whole clip art has a basic, you know, following recurring color, what you're going to do from there is simply make sure that the label you have has a proper design. Okay. And once we've done that, pretty much that's going to set us off to go. So let me show you how the exporting process looks like in Printful. So once we've done that and we've gone through most of the editing, what you're going to do is you're going to click on Save to Templates. All right. And once you click on Save to Templates, what that will do is it will add the products. Okay. And you can try the same design on other products. So let's say I'm going to click on Add and Edit, and that should, you know, save as much templates as I want to. And you're going to make sure you're going to add up to 5 products for yourself. All right. So I'm going to add this. I'm going to add another oversized sweatshirt. And right now I'm adding an oversized hoodie. So as you can see, it does its vector magic and it prepares the proper designs. So we're simply going to wait for it to go through with all these things and, you know, just simply drive through all the editing. And I'm simply going to add it, let's say this Under Armour shirt as well. Once we do that, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get up to at least 5 products, at least 5 product templates. Okay. And once you have created your 5 product templates, what you're going to do from there is you're going to click on Save to Templates. And once you click on Save to Templates, from there, what that will do is it will basically take all of the products that you have created. Okay. And once you have done that, you can simply go over to the mockup section. You can see if the products are, you know, looking good and if they work well with each other with the different colors that it contains as well. So if everything is pretty much good to go, simply click on Save to Templates from there. And what that does is it saves all of your designs to your recurring templates that you have created. All right. So once you have saved to templates, let me show you where it rounds up on. So all the templates you create are going to be saved here. And once they're saved here from here, you can easily export them straight over to your store. Okay. So that is literally how easy it is to create a new product or a new order for yourself. Okay. So if you want to start a new order as well, that is also a very good thing to have, because if you click on Start New Order, Basically, what that means is that someone has ordered a shirt from you through your Shopify store, okay? And once they've ordered something from your Shopify store, it's your job to click on create new order. And once you click on create new order, you're going to choose the store you're going to create a new order on. And you're going to choose if it's, you want to test your designs or you want a basic order. So obviously you can test your designs. As I told you, simply go and test your designs, create the design that you have been ordered to create. And once you've done that, you're simply going to go over to the add section, and that will basically start you off with the new orders. Okay. And after completing these orders, simply import it to your Shopify store. And once you import it to your Shopify store, that is basically going to go ahead and start off, the proper fulfillment process. And from there, you're simply going to go to do the general shipping regimen. And yeah, that's pretty much the main idea of it. And once you go to new order, as you can see, it takes you through to the product section. And this is why creating a collection of products is really important, because by that, you're not going to have to again and again come over to the editor and create the product over and over. Just save a template, and once you save a template, simply click on continue and just use that template as much as you want to. So as you can see right now, I'm going to have to do the product all over again. And once we've done that, I'm going to click on continue, where it gives me the total summary of what the price is. You're going to choose how much quantity you want, how much retail price you're going to set. And obviously there's different print files for the mockup layout as well. And once you've done all of that, you're simply going to save this as a draft, transfer the payment over to Printful. And once you've transferred that, it's going to create an order, send it to your Shopify, and from there on out, you're going to ship it as you want it to. Okay. From there, it's obviously totally dependent on your Shopify, because Printful has done its job by giving it to your store and letting its warehouse know that, okay, there is a product on the way. So, pretty easy and general stuff to get your head around. So simply click on continue to shipping, and that should, start your work on your e-commerce product. All right. Now, moving on, one final thing that I would like to discuss again, that I told you I would, is the memberships section. Okay. Now, when it comes to the memberships, Printful is generally free, but if you want a top-notch membership on Printful with up to 20% off DTG products, up to 30% off of other categories, product branding discounts of 7%, free digitization for sample orders, and personalized product transfer assistance, you're going to want to come over to Printful Growth. Okay, now Printful Growth is another incredible section. Okay, it's another incredible plan where you can easily get discounts on every offer, spend the savings on marketing and build your branding, and earn a free year of membership once your sale reaches around 12,000 or over that. And the best part is that you can start a free trial just to test it out personally for yourself if you're skeptical about it, basically. So, check it out right now if you want to. It's only $25 a month with the first 14 days free. So check it out, and if you think it's for you, definitely use it. But yeah, apart from that, this is how you're going to be using Printful. Okay, this is your main Printful catalog and how you are going to go ahead and ship and create the easiest print on demand products straight to your Shopify store in the easiest and most incredible, seamless, and fast way possible. Printing on demand is one of the best things, in my opinion, when it comes to e-commerce, because the products are not drop shipped. They're not created by yourself, but it's created by the audiences. And you're simply going to want to have to implement the design onto a shirt. And, that pretty much sets you up to go. So, yeah, that's the main idea of Printful and how you can use it for proper e-commerce and print on demand products. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more like this in the next time, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be making a whole lot more for you. But yeah, till then, that was Printful and how you're going to use this great print on demand e-commerce venture. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, and I will be seeing all of you wonderful people in the very next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.